What's happening, guys? Welcome along to another episode of 420 News. It's Monday, guys. We survived the weekend. Nobody got arrested, at least nobody at the major protest anyway that was above in Dublin. So great to see many of the listeners and viewers of the show there over the weekend. It was great to meet many of you above there. We met Pods. Pods is out in the audience there. What's happening, Pods? It was an absolute pleasure to bump into many of you amazing, wonderful people out there. It's good to get to see the faces behind the names that are popping up here and all of these great comments that you contribute to the show every week. So nice one, guys. It was great to catch up with you, and I do look forward to having you down in Cork as well. I suppose just a little announcement, but not official as of yet, but provisionally working on the 7th of August as the next day for a protest down here in Cork. Following similar to the events of yesterday, we'll go with the picnic in the park style protest. We won't be doing any marching as it will be in the middle of August, and there isn't anywhere relevant for us to be marching to down here in Cork. Above in Dublin over the weekend, we did march upon the what was it called? The Director for Public Prosecution, the Criminal Courts of Justice, and the Garda headquarters also. So that was a very worthwhile march. But down here in Cork, all of the lads are going to be on summer holidays, all of our politicians. So for us, it's just going to be a protest by having a picnic in the park. I think that'll be a great way to protest. So the 7th of August, guys, just put it into your diaries. It's provisional yet, but I will have an official announcement to make on this very soon. Just waiting on a poster and some other artwork to get done in the background. But once I have that and everything else lined up, we will be making announcements and making it official very soon, guys. So 7th of August, put it into your diaries, provisionally booked for now for the picnic in the park down here in Cork City. So guys, we drive on. As I said, the major protest over the weekend, it was a major success. And it was, in fairness, like the Gardaí above there interacted really well with the crowd that had gathered for the protest on the day. I have to commend the Gardaí, for the way in which they interacted with us up there on the day. It was very, very positive. People were openly rolling up joints right in front of the guards, and the guards did nothing. I know there was people smoking right in front of the guards. Oh, Teresa, what's happening? Nice one. I'm not streaming over on Facebook. Oh, that's a bummer. I wonder why that is now. I'm not too sure why that is, but anyhow. Oh, wait, hang a second. I see Monshore Fudge is commenting over on Facebook, and John Finnegan as well. So I'm not too sure what the crack is there, Teresa, with your stream. But it seems like the lads are tuning over on Facebook along with 8 other people. So give me a fright there, Teresa. I'd say you might not have got a notification, I'd say. But anyway, as I say, yeah, it was a major success above there. The Gardaí did have, I have to give it to them, they interacted very positively with us above there on the day. I have some photos here that I'll pop up on screen and now for you guys to see, but this is just kind of what I captured above there on the day. But I don't know, some of you might spot yourselves here in the photo, a few of the lads here before we enter the park, getting a photo with the Patients for Safe Access banner that was hanging up on the entrance. But again, there's Kenny Tynan, the Cannabis Patient podcast host, along with some of the other supporters of the show there in the background. There we have some more supporters. Don't want to be giving away your names in case you don't want me to be giving out your names, seeing as you have different names online. Oh, yes. But a great crowd, a great audience above there. Like, I love some of the t-shirts here as well. This one is a brilliant one. I am vegetarian. What's happening? I'm Toby as well. Legend, lovely t-shirt, man. Good stuff. So again, just more photos taken there on the day. As I said, the Gardaí were very nice walking around there, just having the crack in the bands, chatting away with people, no issues at all. I don't know if you can see down in the bottom left of the corner here, the guy in the red hat with the beard. He's sitting there with a spliff in his hand. He's got a spliff in his hand. The cop is walking past, and not a bother to him at all. Like, the cop says, I hope you don't have tobacco in that. That's what the cop is saying. But again, you know, very positive interactions here. This cop was cycling around the place on his bike that day, got off the bike, walked around, had a few chats with people. Again, people did feel a bit uneasy at first with the presence of the Gardaí, but, you know, after a little while, everybody was cool with them. They were like, these cops aren't doing anything. They're not stopping and searching anybody. So everybody just continued about their day, enjoying themselves and having a good old time. You know, you see some of the guards up there in the background again. You know, the guards did have a bit of a presence there at the first part of the protest because there was a march lined up. So they were only there to escort us along the march. Once the march actually happened, the guards boogied on. They didn't hang around at all. You see there in the background in the black dress with the long hair, the two guards, that's one of the organisers there speaking with the guards. And again, very positive. The guards were like, look, we're down here to escort you today for your march. We don't care about your the people here smoking cannabis. In fact, we actually support what you're doing here today. Now that was an unofficial position, I'd say, kind of said off the record, but that was coming in from the head guard that was in charge on the day, or at least one of the head guards that were in charge there on the day. But again, very supportive of us and our efforts. And this was a good old photo here. You see the guy in the red hat creeping in here, gets a lighter off one of the lads, sparks it on up, and takes a big old puff off his spliff there in front of the two guards. Excellent stuff there, like by the guards again. As I say, I have to commend it to them. They were excellent on the day. So pity they can't be like this every day. But again, just going to flick through these. We did have the helicopter fly over once or twice, but I don't think that was for us at all. There's again a few more listeners out there. What's happening, Teresa? We got Amy there as well, who was a guest on the show in the past, along with some other their friends there, and they got some really colourful, really cool posters there for calling for the government to legalise, don't criminalise, free the weed. The law is unjust, in Herb we trust, prohibition kills. Yes, great tags there, guys, great stuff. So again, you know, an amazing day had. We even brought some cannabis plants up there with us as well. I wasn't the only one to bring cannabis plants that day. In fact, I only brought one cannabis plant with me. Some other people brought like multiple cannabis plants with them. So yes, the campaign of civil disobedience, it's spreading around the place. More people are braving her up now and engaging in this campaign of civil disobedience. So it was a great showing on the day. In fairness, like everybody up there engaging, openly consuming their cannabis, and the Gardaí, you know, respecting that then as well. The boys there from Doozy Glass going around plugging out their raffle tickets for the bong. Again, great audience. Like I would the official number on the day was over 1,000 people throughout the day marching with us. I'm not too sure how many people actually marched with us, but it was a good old crack. Like there was well over a couple of hundred people there in the march anyway. Here pictured is some of the guys going around the place giving out some edibles. So there was lots of edibles given out there yesterday to the attendees. So a lot of freebies for people who showed up and supported the cause. So for anybody who was maybe a bit shyer or whatever, like hopefully this is kind of helping you get out of the closet and join us on the next protest. So there's one of the fans of the show. You know who you are out there. Again, I don't want to be giving away anybody's names. Blown clouds. Some more attendees, supporters on the day, enjoying the old festivities. So again, guys, I hope you don't mind me sharing your pictures there. You were all happy enough to pose for them anyway yesterday. So even the doggies were out enjoying it, you know, kicking the ball around in the field. I got some gifts above there as well from the guys at the Dublin Cannabis Club and Swords Buds as well. What's happening, Swords Buds? The boys hooked me up with some Integrity Farms infused gummies and a vape cartridge there as well. Quite tasty in fairness. Like you couldn't really taste the oil from them, but it was they were good sweets. I was after way too many edibles yesterday, like for me to be able, or yesterday on Saturday, for me to be able to tell whether these were strong or not, because my ass was well and truly kicked from what I had consumed before I got up to that point of the day. I was eating bloody edibles on the way up in the train that morning at 9 o'clock, like so. I was well and truly baked by the time we got there, like. But again, you know, more people there just enjoying the festivities on the day. People just blowing smoke everywhere. More cannabis plants here on display. Out Kenny again. What's happening, Kenny? And again, there's one of the organisers, Charlene, who joined me on the podcast there not too long ago, and she was picking up there after the ending of the day. You know, as the rest of us did there as well. You see Kenny there wearing the jacket of the Tidy Buds crew. I don't know, do I have some more photos of the Tidy Buds crew up there? Did I get some more of the lads? There we go. We'll pop this one up on screen. There you go. The Tiny Buds squad, Tidy Buds squad. As part of Tidy Towns. So coming to a Tidy Town club near you, Tidy Buds. So we just pop back over there to some of the other photos that I was on. Boom, we finished these slideshow out. And this is how we finished off the day then. We left some of the plants down outside of the Criminal Courts for Justice. So there you go. You see one of the signs, don't panic, it's organic. And this was the final count then of the day from the guys over at the Cork Cannabis Club, who were kind enough to go around with the clicker on the day. And they counted 1,172 people there across the day. Now, the guy going around with the clicker himself said that that was probably an underestimation of what actually showed up there on the day, because a lot of people were coming and going throughout the day. Sorry, I just moved my... There was a lot of people coming and going on the day. He was going around in fairness and asking people, you know, make sure that... make sure he didn't double count people and all of that stuff, like, but 1,100 and... geez, what was it? 72? 1,172 people, like that's a fair old amount of people to show up there. So well done to each and every one of you who took the time out of your Saturday to come out and fight for cannabis legalisation, or to stand up for cannabis legalisation, because there was no fighting on there on the day, in fairness. Like, it was an incredibly peaceful day. Now, if alcohol was illegal and that was a day in the park for people to go and call for alcohol legalisation while consuming alcohol, imagine how different that would have been, the outcome there. The march, like, they probably wouldn't have been able to march after doing a few shots, like, you know, the wobbliest march in Ireland. But again, you know, compare the two. Like, if that was people out there fighting for alcohol legalisation and they were all openly consuming alcohol on the day, there would have been a much different unfolding of events there. Again, the people out there smoking cannabis all day long and not an ounce of trouble from them. Pardon the pun there. But, you know, like an incredibly successful day anyway. Tip my hat there to the organisers of the day. An amazing event. Well done, guys. I look forward to the announcement of the next event to come from me above there in Dublin. As I say, the 7th of August anyway, guys, is going to be one down here in Cork. I should have an official announcement on that very soon. And yeah, again, delighted with the day as well, Charlene. It was an amazing turnout, and I really do look forward to the next announcement from yourselves above there, and I look forward to supporting you again in that campaign, because Dublin is certainly a great place to be holding these events and getting the people out there. If I was based there myself, I would be definitely holding events up there a lot more often myself, but as it's your backyard, I won't go up there and call any protests just yet. We'll hold them down here in Cork, and we'll mix it up. I heard the lads over in Kerry as well are talking about holding a day out down in Kerry for the cannabis community. So yes, let's make this an all-Ireland affair. Let's get these events running all over the place. There's people in their own counties, towns, villages, whatever. Get them up and running, guys. You know, even if it's 20, 30, if you can get a little protest running, and if you can get the respect of the Gardaí to allow you to gather and to hold your protest, then by all means, fucking go for it. Let me know about it, and I would 100% support in each and every one of you in promoting those events and attending those events as well. So yes, guys, definitely national protests ASAP, 100% Charlene. So again, well done, Charlene, and to everybody else above there involved with the major protests, guys. Excellent day out. I had an incredible day out. I really and truly enjoyed myself, and everybody else I talked to on the day as well above there really enjoyed it. So I hope that the next announcement from the guys from the major smoke up will see not 1,000 but 10,000 people come out and support it that day. There's no reason not to, guys. If we could get 10,000 people out there, that would really be amazing message to be sending to the guys at top.